Hey everybody, it is Darin. That is a heron that didn't like me evidently, right off the bat, if you heard that. Darin from Lilley's Landing, and today is Wednesday. I gotta look, I was trying not to look. Wednesday, September 3rd. I'm gonna do one cast for you today. Water is off right now, it's supposed to get turned on at 1. We shall see. But I came up here, I'm right below Fall Creek's dock here, kind of sitting right out in front of where the chunk rock transitions to just the trees and stuff. I'm going to throw a pink powerbait worm. It's a little whipworm, so the shorter version, under a float. And I've got 3-pound Seaguar Ice X as my tippet, and I got like 2.5 foot of that. I have to set this deeper. We'll see what happens. The other day when I came up here, I guess it was a couple weeks ago, there was a ton of fish here, so. And yeah, that was a couple weeks ago, so a lot of things change between now and then, but we'll see. So I have this set like 5.5 feet, and more like almost 6 feet, not quite, not 6 foot, so. Let's see, I don't know how deep it is here, but we'll see if this works. A couple fish did jump as I was turning the camera on and all that, getting it ready. There's a little bit of breeze coming downstream right now. Haven't heard anybody come back in. Oh, he came off. Had too big of a loop in my line. He's chasing it. Oh. Had too big of a bow in my line from the wind, so I couldn't set the hook. Get that a little bit better here. Spot lock it back again, I guess. Whoa. Maybe I don't want that. Let's see here. That wind is pushing me pretty good there. Another little guy chasing it. I'm bringing it back in here. Just needs to eat it while it's over there instead of chasing it when I'm bringing it back in to recast it. All right. As far as fishing reports go, nobody's been back in except for a couple of the guides, and they caught them all right. One of the guides caught them pretty good on night crawlers this morning under a float. Man, I'm not quick enough. The wind's blowing pretty good down this way, so that's why I did like a much larger set hook there, so I could get that loop out of there. Finally got him. Oh. There's a tree right there. Nope. Okay, don't pull my rod in. Guess I'm gonna fight him for a minute again. Does that count as 2 fish or 1? I got it to net both times. I think it should count as 2. Alright, dude. Enough. There we go. And off he goes. Watch that be the one that was trying to eat me every time here. Let's see if we can get another one. So the wind blowing this way is putting a big bow in my line, so I'm having to. I tried to reel it in a little bit, but then it doesn't drift very well. So I've still got a decent bow in my line, but Hopefully if a fish eats it, I just have to set the, it takes more of a hook set, a longer hook set to get it. I don't know why I'm doing this. There's a little bit of junk over here on this side though. No, I don't want to get it. Got it on my float and jig head down there. Alright. Don't really see it on this side. The junk, so might do one more cast over here and I might be moving. Just don't have to fight the junk. So even if I got that bow out, the wind just makes it again. Now if you have it below you like this, it doesn't do it, but then the camera can't see it unless I turn the camera, but then you're not gonna be able to see me, so. Right in the junk again, get off of there. Oh, trolling motor about put me in the water. Alright, we're gonna get out of this junk a little bit. All I gotta do is go downstream a little bit. Oh, there he is. Looking for the helicopter. He's still below the trees. I just picked all that off. I just touched the water and got it on there. It didn't look like there was junk down here. There might be junk down here still. We'll just fish it like this. I don't know if I'm set deep enough. Probably not. Turn that down a little bit. I think the wind's just pushing that junk right here. Darin came back, so. I'll set it a little deeper here. It might be about as deep as I can cast it here. I might go down to my other spot that I like to fish this. Just less wind down there. The boat's wanting to spin, so I'll just let it spin and still fish that same side. Helps if you pay attention, like always. Oh, he's a little bitty guy. Little bitty guy. Don't break it, don't break it, don't break it. He's all wrapped up somehow. There we go, just a little bitty guy. And off he goes. Let's see if I can not fall in here. I don't think I've ever fallen in off of a deck of a boat because of my trolling motor, but it's been close many times. Especially with spot lock stuff now. You're not expecting it to move and it does. This is just the wind pushing me. There's no generators going right now. It's just the wind. That other side that's, oh, fish just chased it again. And it's messed up. On the back side of me, there's a bunch of junk up against the bank. Wind's just pushing it all over there. There's a little bit of bow and I went to reel it and it pulled my float, which is what you don't want to do because it doesn't look natural when you do that. Just fish this down a little bit here. If you can see that boat in front of me, but he's 70, 80 yards away. I just don't want to get too close. There's nobody else out here, so there's no reason for me to even get close to him. I'll probably, after this one, go down below him, go down to that spot I like above. It's around the corner from the resort, where that flat is. All right, yep, I'm gonna do that. Fish right there. Just one. Be right back. All right, so I'm down here just above that flat. I can see the bottom right here. Come over here and point my nose upstream. Not that it matters because the water's off, but just habit, I guess, more than anything. Let's see if we can catch a couple more. Go just a little bit deeper. It's pretty close. It's not the junk down here in the water either. So I don't want this sitting in the bottom, but I just want it close. That's kind of close. Close enough. There's no wind down here either. There's a school of fish down there though. Times where I did the absolute best here is when there's like half a generator going. So you get a little bit of movement here. So I don't see any fish in the immediate area, but there's a school down there. I'm just casting this out and letting it sit just for not very long. Usually they eat it pretty quick. I think I'm gonna have to switch the camera so I can work my way down. Yeah. Let's see what it looks like from this side here. There we go. Yeah, those fish are still down there. It's probably where I should have stopped to begin with, but if I had motored down there, they wouldn't be there. I just pushed them off somewhere else. So. Junk there. So there's some longer. Yeah, I got it, didn't I? Longer grass growths. I don't know how to say that. Just longer strands every so often. Of course, I go right into them. So I want to use the trolling motor as little as possible because the water's off, and I want to get down here to this school of fish. I didn't go very far. They're almost dead ahead of me now. So how I know there's a school of fish up there, I can see the rings. So there's some ripples from the wind, but there's also rings down there. Kind of starting to get close to them. There's nobody else here, so I can take up this whole area. He's right there in front of me. Oh yeah, there's fish right there in front of me. Like straight in front of me. School of suckers. I think a couple of them are trout. I'm set at the perfect depth too, from what it looks like anyway. Those fish were right here. That boat going by may have pushed them down for a second. Where'd you go, guys? So I'm gonna get one more at least. There's enough ripples I can't see into the water. So right now I'm just kind of searching. I'm not getting bites, I'm not seeing fish, except for those couple back there. A couple of them are suckers too. But I came over here because I could see those fish right, they were right here, but they moved. I think I'll throw one more cast here. Usually where I like to fish here is closer that way, but with the water off and those fish were out farther that I could see. Oh, there's a fish right there. I just saw him. Right there. Hopefully that means there's more over that way. Yeah, I threw one more cast again. All right, well, caught a couple. Reset this so I can hook it up here. Oh, wrong way. That worked real well. Probably should have stayed up there where I caught those two, but there was just junk there and I didn't want to deal with it. Especially where I caught that first one there. Usually more fish there. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. See y'all later.